Here's something that can help you based on what I've learned from studying values all around the world. We recently collected a whole bunch of data for a keynote in Vancouver, the city that I'm lucky enough to live in. This is not Vancouver. The goal was to understand what matters most to people who live in Vancouver now and the ones who are already planning to move there in the future, because if we're going to build a future for the city of Vancouver, we should build it around the values of the people who are going to live in it. And we found 3 shared values that unite everybody who's connected to Vancouver, present and future, and each one means something very specific here. The first one, personal growth. But it's not this vague, always improving kind of way that you might expect. For people in Vancouver, personal growth means continuous improvement, but only on certain things that matter deeply to them. So here's a little bit of a thought starter. What if we created a citywide mentorship exchange program where people could teach each other and learn from each other skills that help them grow in the areas that matter most to them? Now, the second value that showed up in the study is personal responsibility, and this one's about wanting to contribute and follow through to play an active part in shaping where the city's going. So imagine this transparent, community-wide volunteer network where everyone can see how their contributions are making a difference. Because when people see impact, they're going to show up more and they're going to be more engaged in what's going on around them. And then the third value that showed up is positive environments. And that's about people and spaces that support well-being in all kinds of different ways. It's not just about parks and clean air. I mean, that's part of it too. But it's about human-centered design that makes life in Vancouver feel better. Now, what if every building permit had to demonstrate how much happiness it would bring to the city? It's kind of a kooky idea, but Bhutan has their gross domestic happiness index, so why can't we do this? It's a bit wild, but it gets us thinking about the kind of city that we want to live in. Now, I'm not a city planner. These are just a few ideas meant to show what happens when we use data to spark values thinking and spark better conversations. Because whether you're planning a city or leading a team or trying to engage customers for your company, the lesson's always the same. When you understand the values of the people that you're doing things for, you create outcomes that work better for everybody. Now remember, if you're trying to understand, engage, or inspire people, you've really got to understand what matters most to them, and that's always going to be about their values, because values are the answer, and we just have to put them to work.